Okay, Joe, I wanted to talk about just the basic strategy for Clash of Clans when you're starting out. Defense, base building, and all that stuff you'll kind of figure out as you go. I would really recommend building up your army camps and your barracks first, and then I would recommend stealing resources from other players. And I recommend this because these things only put out like they're maxed out right now. The maxed out ones only put out like I don't know, 4,000 resources an hour, whereas every 20 minutes I'm stealing hundreds of thousands oh no, wait, that's people attacking me. Here we go. I'm stealing hundreds of thousands of resources from other people. Your army is where it's at, and I'm going to show you how to do that in this video for getting resources so that you can grow and expand. And I've only been playing this game for 3 months, and I'm doing pretty good. So first replay. I'm going to show you what I use for raiding for getting resources. I use barbarians and archers. They are the first two units you unlock. They're the fastest to train, which is why I like them. I can build the army really fast, go out and get resources, and then rebuild it again. Building these better and more expensive troops takes a long time, and if you don't have very much time, it's a good way of raiding. You build a big army of good troops that work, and then you go out every hour and a half and you get a lot of resources. But messages, blah blah blah. Here is me doing some barbarian and archer raids. Here's one that's good. What you're looking for with barbarians and archers, or Barch for short, is you're looking for people that haven't been playing the game. So that way they won't attack you back using revenge. See how these purple elixir collectors are full of elixir, that it's all the way to the top? That's what you're looking for. And there's tombstones here. That means this guy has not been online for a while. And that means there's also going to be resources in his gold. So the objectives of using barbarians and archers, you usually won't have to worry about the king. Right now at the level I'm at, you have to worry about the king, but after I deal with him, I'll tell you about my general strategy. I'm only looking for 50%. If I destroy 50% of their outer defenses, I get 1 star, and I technically go up in trophies, and I can get all this elixir. Like, I just got 80 some thousand, 100 some thousand just from those freaking storages right there. I just got 121,000. Now I'm going to go for the gold and get all that out, and there's 90 some thousand. And this guy's not going to fight back. He's not going to attack back because he hasn't logged in forever. I'm not actually going to even attack the inside of his base. I don't need to, because I can get my 50% by destroying stuff on the outside. So for raiding, you want to upgrade these archers and barbarians in your laboratory as fast as you can. I also recommend going up in town hall levels as fast as you can. And then stopping when you get to Town Hall 7 and really max out your Town Hall 7. After Town Hall 7, when you go up in Town Halls, you don't get as much resources from attacking people. Like, I'm a Town Hall 8 and this guy's a Town Hall 8, so I can get 100% of his resources. Well, actually, I think it's 12% times 100%. But if he was a Town Hall 7, I would get a lot less resources. And that's why I recommend maxing out your Town Hall 7 and then going to Town Hall 8, then maxing out your Town Hall 8 and then going to Town Hall 9. Like, I'm Town Hall 8 and I'm maxing it out before I go to Town Hall 9. You can easily rush to Town Hall 8 and then rush to Town Hall 9, but you will regret it, I promise. So now I'm going to show you an attacking strategy. This is for if you want to go for cups. This is our clan war. We're winning 19-7 against the cock lovers. These are the enemy bases, and here's a raid that we did on one of the lower ranking members. And this base will look like a little bit of a beefed up version of your base. And what Tyler did was he built giants, and he built troops behind those giants. The giants will absorb a lot of hits. Everything will focus on them, and then the archers can come behind the giants and can destroy the buildings and follow it up. Giants aggro on turrets, so they're actually a decent way of clearing out defenses as well. He's got a heal spell that he dropped to keep them alive so that the splash damage doesn't do very much. His troops are going to follow behind the giants, and notice how all these splash damage turrets, like the mortars and the wizard towers, They've been shooting at these giants the whole time, while his troops just unscathed follow in behind and take everything out. This strategy works to some point. Later on in the game, you'll have healers that will be keeping the giants alive by using healers, and you'll have wizards instead of archers. But upgrading your giants is a really good idea. Giants, archers, and barbarians. That's what you want to be focusing on. Upgrade your giants for when you go out and attack people, and upgrade your barbarians and archers for just raiding. And no matter where you are in the game, like Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s, the top players, they still use barbarians and archers. They're some of the best units in the game. Attacking strategy gets a lot more complicated when you get higher up in the game. Like, let's see here. Here's an attack that I did against their number 2 player. And spoiler alert, I completely decimate him. But the units I use are a lot more complicated than the barbarians and archers. The first thing I do is I use a hog rider who can jump over walls like a boss. And I activate their clan castle and their king. And this is, you don't have to worry about this for like another month and a half. But once I activated both of those, I use an archer to lure their king and their the dragon that came out of his clan castle into the corner, and then I shank them with these wizards and with these archers. Just freaking shank them in the side, get rid of them, and then I start my main attack. My main attack consists of dropping a golem, and now everything's going to aggro on this golem because it was the first unit they saw. And using wall breakers, I bust through that wall. I'm going to bust through this wall. My golem still got aggro. And then I'm going to follow it up with some damage troops. Like these wizards do an insane amount of damage. And, well, if I follow it up, there we go. Now I'm dropping some wizards. The gap has been made. These P.E.K.K.A.s do an insane amount of damage too. And at some point here, I'm going to drop my king. And they're just going to sweep through this base. Kind of spoil things a little bit. So yeah, the enemy is still focused on that golem, and while it's focused on the golem, the rest of my troops are going to just completely hack through and annihilate it. And the golem's going to die here, but they're still focused on it. And meanwhile, my troops cleared out the rest of their base. Boom. Because I have a little bit of time and I'm bored, I'll also show you my other attack that I did using dragons, which I messed up a little bit on, but that's okay. It still got me pretty much the win. I was 6%, like 2 buildings shy of completely decimating them. So I didn't know what was in his clan castle. Later on I learned it's all dragons, so I dropped some archers back to his clan castle. Saw the dragon, I was like, oh shit, I wasn't ready for that. And then I try and get the dragon over that air defense, lightning it down. I don't kill the dragon. Bring everything over here with some archers, clear out some crap, and then I'm going to start my main dragon assault. And everything's sped up right now, slow back down to normal. With dragons, I'm trying to take out their air defenses because air defenses kill dragons pretty easily. Dragons are pretty high damage, but still. I'm going to drop the rest of my dragons over here, and we'll just watch as it kind of goes through and sweeps the base. And this high level, there's so many different attack strategies, it is ridiculous. Once you go up in levels, I would really recommend for raiding, use Barch. For attacks, use giants with archers and barbarians behind them. And that's how you start, and then later on you can experiment with these other strategies and build your way through the game. The only reason I lost that attack was because I ran out of time, because I took my time in the beginning getting all the troops out. Silly me. So yeah, eventually you'll be a part of this clan, and as you can see, these cock lovers really failed against attacking us. They were able to take out our bottom, but not our top.